Hello, Professor. Hi, bro.
You know, this is starting to feel like
Banana.
chili pepper weather. Paimon's hungry for some fresh and fiery.
என்னடா வீட்டில் போட்டு இங்கே அமைதியாக இருக்கேன். கிராஃபிக்ஸ் அதிகமாக இருக்கா?
Didn't keep you waiting to... Brace yourself.
See that he stays safe.
ஏன்டா டிஸ்பிளே மியூட்டில் விட்டு அமைதியாக இருக்க? நீ பேசுகிறவங்க லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீமில் கேட்காதா
Wouldn't
பேசுகிறேன்.
gliding be faster?
நோய்ஸி.
Here we go. Think you can get away?
நாய்ஸா பர்சன் ஆன் பண்ணிட்டாது பேசண்டா.
Witness the power of Gupa. Illusion shattered.
Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
There is no escape.
Is that all you've got? Burn!
ஹீலரே இல்ல.
Here we go.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Let's play.
Illusion shattered. No, my sword. Ring cutter.
Think you can get away? Yahoo! Let's play. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Let's go jumping in puddles and see who can make the biggest splash. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
வந்தான் போயிட்டான். அமைதியா இருக்குன்னு போயிருப்பான்.
Shine down!
Yahoo! Wouldn't glide. Time for takeoff.
Animation first.
There is no escape! down.
Yahoo!
நானே தான் முடிச்சேன். அது எப்போ வேணா டைமிங் எல்லாம் முடிச்சுக்கலாம்டா.
Think you can get away?
60 ஆகாம
Here we go.
Torn to oblivion.
The wrong test.
என்ன ஏறு என்ன ஏறுறப்போ
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
தான் உனக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணலாம் கோஆப் பண்ணலாம் கைடும் ஆனால் கைடன்ஸ் வந்து உனக்கு AR-45 மேலே தான் தேவைப்படும்.
There is no escape.
Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves.
Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Burn.
கேட்குமாலாம் கேட்குறிய ப்ரோ லைவ்ல அவ்வளோலாம் கேட்க மைல்டா அது அந்த அளவுக்குலாம் யாரும் யார் வயசு பீஸில் தான் ஏன் இருக்கு ப்ரோ அதெல்லாம் சிச்சுன்னு இருக்கும். என் வாய்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் கிளியராக இருக்கும் வாய்ஸ் ஹெட்செட் வந்து கேட்குது அவ்வளோலாம் கேட்கல ரொம்ப மைல்டாக தான்.
Think you can get away?
Witness the power of Kawa.
அதுதான் காண்டேத்தது கொஞ்சம் டேங்கியாக வேற இருக்கு. இதெல்லாம் அடிக்கணும்னு இது டெய்லி மிஷினில் கொடுக்குறான்டா.
Time for retribution.
வச்சாதான் 10 பிரிமோ. என்னடா மேலே இருக்கு கீழே வர சொல்றாத.
Yahoo! Let's play.
Inazuma shines eternal.
டீலுக்கெல்லாம் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. அதெல்லாம் ஒரு ப்ரொமோஷனல் கேரக்டரியா. லக்கு இருந்தா கிடைக்கும் உனக்கு. அதான் ப்ரிமோடியல் ஜேடு கொடுத்தாங்களா அப்புறம் என்ன ப்ரிமோடியல் என்னது இது ஸ்பியரா? ஆமா ஷங்லிங்க் என்ன வெப்பன் வச்சிருக்க?
Add Astra at
டீலுக்கெல்லாம் விட ஷாவரம் ப்ரோ.
Add Astra.
அது எவ்வளோ என்ன இருக்கு? நோயல் இருக்கு என்ன இருக்கு? நோயல் ஹீலரியா? ஹீலர் ப்ளஸ் சப்போர்ட். ஹெய்ஸ்ரா அடிக்க யூஸ் ஆகும். ஃபேட்டு அடுத்த ரீரனில் தான் ஏதாவது கேரக்டர் தூக்கணும். பெரிய மாஸ்லாம் பண்ணணும். சரி ஸ்டோரி கஸ்ட் போ.
who's here? Oh, no way! It's the Traveler and Paimon!
Ah, Traveler, welcome. Good to see you. What can I get for you?
We want some blackback perch stew!
ஈஸில தான் இருக்கும்.
All right. Blackback perch stew it is. Make yourselves at home. It'll be right out for you in just a moment.
நாய்ஸா இருக்கான்.
Thanks, Chef Mao!
வீட்ல.
I was just thinking about you guys. And
நாய்
now you're
சப்ரஸ் ஆன்
here.
பண்ணி
It
பேசுறான்.
feels like you heard my call and came running. You mean you were about to come looking for us? Uh-huh. There's something I want to discuss with you guys. Did you... Moon Chase Festival? Is that another one of Liyue's ancient traditions? That's right. Moon Chase is a big festival where we celebrate the arrival of the fall by moonlight. The old folks say that thousands of years ago, this was the time of the year when the Adepti would seek the way. But it's completely different nowadays. We eat our favorite foods, spend time with friends and relatives, enjoy the moon and the flowers. So much easier. Basically, we just do all the things that people
MoonLight
like
festival
doing and don't take a whole lot of effort.
ஏதோ ஃபெஸ்டிவல்லாம்
Sounds
பண்றாங்க
like
ஜென்ஷன்ல.
Paimon's kind of festival.
அது மாதிரி தான் ஷாவ் லேண்டன் ஏதோ ஃபெஸ்டிவல்
With your great taste in food,
MoonLight
Moon Chase Festival is sure to be to your liking.
Paimon has
If
taste.
you got a problem with Paimon's taste, just spit it out. So are you guys free these days? I'm taking part in this year's Masterful Chefs.
ஷங்கிலிங் தான் bro
If
ஸ்பைரலுக்கு வேற
possible,
லெவல்ல
I'd
இருக்கு.
like you to be my culinary
C6
consultants.
ஷங்கிலிங் வேற கொடுத்துட்டாங்களா?
That's right. Getting some suggestions from friends will broaden your horizons.
Masterful Chefs, huh?
நீ ஷங்கிலிங் தானே யூஸ் பண்ற காடு?
Right, yeah.
ஸ்பைர் லெவல்ல
You
வச்சு ட்ரை
probably
பண்ணியா?
haven't heard about it before. Every year, Moon Chase Festival has a different
Crit rate,
theme.
crit damage எவ்வளவு இருக்கு அந்த
Usually picked by the
character-க்கு?
Qixing. This year's theme is Feast of the Bounteous Land, so the Qixing decided to organize a cooking competition. Feast of
Crit
the
rate, crit
Bounteous
damage ரா
Land.
டீடைல்ஸ்ல போய் பாரு.
Pretty much sums up what Liyue is all about. Great theme. I totally agree. I heard it was Ningguang that came up with it.
நான் வாழ்க்கையில
She's
4K
so
போம்.
amazing. Well, I want to take part in the competition.
Crit
But coming up with new dishes is hard work.
crit rate
By the time you finally thought of something, cooked it,
என்னடா
taste
இது?
tested it, it can be hard to judge whether you're really into something or not.
crit rate crit damage ஈக்குவலா இருக்கு.
I was thinking
crit damage வந்து எப்படியா 100 கொண்டு வர முடியும்
by gathering everyone's thoughts on what makes a great dish. I really want to think
Yeah,
outside
first
the box
time
this time.
போட்டு மாத்தி
And to
பாரு.
do that, I'm going to need lots of different ideas from lots of different people.
crit rate எப்படி இருக்கணும்னா
It'll be a piece of cake.
இப்போ 20 இருந்தனா crit damage வந்து 40 இருக்கணும். 1:2 டபுளா இருக்கணும். அப்படி crit rate crit damage கிரண் கத்தினே இருந்தான் சர்வர் மீட் போட்டேன் கிரண் தான்
You sound pretty confident. Well, you know, not to brag or anything. But first things first, let's have a delicious one-min meal. After that, we can go around to all of our friends in Liyue and get their ideas one by one. Okay, great. Also, Guoba should be back soon, so we can all go together.
Here's your
Jojo, bro.
blackback
Hi,
perch
bro.
stew, folks.
It smells so good.
It's my pleasure.
That was so delicious. Theory confirmed. This is definitely chili pepper weather.
Xiangling can be a bit of a handful, so please look out for her while you're out and about.
Come on, Dad. Why would you say that?
ஓ அவங்க
Because
அப்பாவா
I know
இது
you all too well, my dear. That's why. You mustn't be quite so reckless when you're out in the
Maybe, yeah.
wild. You understand? You do well to be a
ரெண்டுமே
little more
முக்கியம் தான்டா
cautious, like our
ரெண்டுமே
travel.
பேலன்ஸ்டா இருக்கணும்
Don't worry. We're all
பேலன்ஸ் தானே
friends
இப்ப
here.
சொன்னல
Let's all look out for each other. Ah, and Guoma's back. Roly-poling around as usual. All right, let's pack up and head out.
for the foodies. ஆமா ஏன் யூடியூப்ல அவ்வளோ நோட்டிஃபிகேஷன் வராது அதனால டிஸ்கார்டு இது
So, it's outside the box thinking that we're looking for,
Hey,
right?
Gooba-da.
Huta always seems to have a unique perspective.
ஓடி
So
போகுது
let's
கூபா
make this our first
அந்த
stop.
பியர்
What? My ears
Huta
are
oda?
burning. Did somebody say my name? Yeah, it's Paimon and the Traveler.
Oh,
வீரன்ல
of
ஹூட்டா வந்தா
course,
எடுக்கணும் ப்ரோ
Hutao. Way outside the box.
Meaning you're here
அடுத்த
for some
பேனர்
other
என்ன வர
reason,
போகுதுன்னே
right?
தெரியலடா
How might I be of assistance?
Well, Hutao, I wanted to ask you, what kind of food do you like?
ஏதாவது வரதா இருந்தா
What food I
ஜென்ஷன்
like?
லீக்ஸ்ல வந்திருக்கணுமே என்னத்துக்கு
Off
ஏதோ
the top
மாத்தி
of my
மாத்தி
head,
சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்க
I don't really have an answer.
Wow, so even Hutao gets lost for words sometimes. Paimon sure didn't see that coming.
Come on, even the chirpiest birds clock out for the night, right? I'm no different.
ஸ்டோரி கோஸ்ல போயிட்டு இருக்கு
Pretty
அதுக்கு சொன்னேன்.
sure clocking out isn't something birds do, but okay. Right! There's no need to overcomplicate it. Just pick a dish and tell me what you like about it. I'm doing some market research.
I see. Launching a new dish? Well, let me say right off the bat, nothing weird, okay? Some poached fish, a side of shrimp dumplings. That is all you need.
Poached fish and shrimp dumplings. That's a bit ordinary, isn't it?
Well, it is and it isn't.
ஹூட்டா கண்ணுல
Think
ரெண்டு
about
ஸ்டார்
it.
இருக்கு பாரு
Poached fish is hot and spicy with a powerful aroma. It's a dynamic dish. Add a side of shrimp
Ah, ரெண்டு
dumplings,
character
and there's your
இல்ல.
static component. Got it?
Dynamic? Oh, I can do dynamic. Mushroom slimes do it.
No, not that kind of dynamic.
profile?
A dish is more than substance. It's
Profile
a mood.
வச்சிருக்கானே
Poached fish is red and spicy. It elicits a response from the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. That's why I call it
அப்படிலாம் இல்ல
dynamic.
ஜிஃப்ஸ் இது
Shrimp
சொல்றீங்க
dumplings are more subdued, clear and smooth with a pure and subtle fragrance. I call that static. Combining dynamic and
பின்னாடி
static
பேக்ரவுண்ட்
is
இல்லையா
how you create a perfectly balanced meal. A union between opposite but complementary features coexisting in perfect harmony.
அதான் சேனல் பேனர் தானே சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன் ப்ரூஸ் அந்த செகண்ட் ரிவார்டு எப்போ தருவாங்க ஆனிவர்சரி ரிவார்டு தெரியல ப்ரோ
Okay.
ஆரியர ப்ரோ
Dynamic and static. Opposite, but
அதுக்கு தான்டா சர்வர்
complementary.
பூஸ்ட் பண்ணனும் டிஸ்கார்ட் சர்வர்
So is this just another way of saying you should keep everything balanced? You know, a little meat, a little veggie, a little salt, a little sugar?
ஓகே கிரிட் டேமேஜ்
Except
வந்து
I
80 ல
don't
இருந்தா
think you need to
கரெக்ட்டா
have a
இருக்கும்
sweet dish for it to be a complete meal.
ஓகே இப்போதைக்கு ஓகே
Personally, I always
அப்புறமா
skip
ஏஆர்
dessert.
45 ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஃபார்ம்
Okay,
பண்ணுங்க
I think I got
அதான்
it.
ஃப்ராஜைல்
At first
பேட்டி
I thought you were
வச்சிருக்கேன்
just goofing around, but actually you make a really good point. How did I ever doubt you, Hutao? Thanks. When it comes
Any
to telling
anime
tales, the
recommendation?
storytellers have got nothing on Hutao.
உங்களுக்கு என்ன anime உங்களுக்கு என்ன anime பிடிக்கும்
Sounds
சொல்லுங்க
suspiciously like a compliment to me. I'll take it.
எதுடா ஸ்கேம்
Uh-huh. Well, at least one of you
ஆமா.
gets it. Everything in this world runs on its own set of principles, be it the circle of life or sugar and spice. You either get it or you don't.
Since the traveler seems to approve, I'll make sure
ஆமா.
to factor it in. Paimon thinks we're pretty much done here now. Let's head to Boo Boo Pharmacy next.
Boo Boo Pharmacy? Yeah, you'll definitely get some interesting responses over there.
காம்னிட்டிவ் அனிமேட்டிவ் விஞ்சா காமெடிக்கு எனக்கு தெரியல ப்ரோ. நான் கேட்டு சொல்றேன் யார்கிட்டயாவது.
If you find out anything interesting, you've got to come back and tell me about it.
நீ ஏதாவது சர்வரில் இருந்தால் அந்த சர்வரில் இருந்து எல்லாரும் கான்ஃபிடாக அதுக்கு தான் நிறைய சர்வரில் இருக்கக்கூடாது. பெரிய பெரிய சர்வரில் அந்த சர்வர் இருக்கவங்க எல்லாருக்கும் அனுப்பி விட்டுருவோம். என்னது என்கிட்ட நிறைய விங்ஸ் இருக்கு. இந்த விங்ஸை வேறு இது வரையும் தான். அப்படி தானே அனுப்போம். அதெல்லாம் ஸ்கேம் தான். எதுவும் சொல்ற. இங்கே வாரியா சீச்சி வாரியா. இது என்னடா இது? சீச்சி வந்து க்ரையோ.
It's you. Is everything okay? Why, if it isn't the special guests who seldom visit. Less busy than usual, I see. Yikes! What happened to Baishu's voice? Excuse me? The neck. Oh, it's just Changsheng.
Okay, fate பிடிக்கும்னா fate பாருங்க.
Welcome. Here to procure an herbal remedy, I presume.
No. We actually came for the conversation this time. We're here to talk food. I'm entering this year's cooking competition, so I wanted to ask you both. Oh, wait, there's 3 of you. I wanted to ask the 3 of you what kind of food you like. Most astutely self-corrected. We shall surely supply our assistance. You need to know what food I like? It's all the same. No flavor.
Chi-Chi has some gustatory dysfunction and can't taste any food. Make no mistake, she's not being uncooperative.
Oh, I understand. That's fine.
அதனால தான் அந்த சீலை வச்சு
She
இது
should have some
பண்ணிருக்காங்க.
sort of dietary preferences, though. There must be some dishes that you like the sensation of. Sensation? Yes, there's one. Coconut milk. Nice and cold. Well, that doesn't help us. It's not a dish, it's a drink. How about you two? Any thoughts? I like bite-sized morsels of meat.
I agree with Changsheng. Many of our patients are the elderly and young children. They find large chunks of fowl or seafood difficult to swallow and digest. Dishes where the ingredients have been finely chopped, on the other hand, are far more suitable for them. We also see plenty of people with colds and sore throats who find it difficult to eat rich food. From a purely pharmaceutical perspective, I tend to recommend soups and stews.
Got it. Would that be medicinal soups and stews? Medicinal soup. I don't like it.
I must apologize for having such a one-track mind. It's a little difficult to think about food without worrying about the health implications these days. We've had quite the endless stream of patients recently. If you ask me, I think the changing weather is to blame.
That's okay. Everyone's input counts. Keeping it seasonal and suitable for all ages sounds like a pretty good idea to Paimon.
ப்ளீஸ். என்னடா அவன் தனியாக சேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கான். கூட ஏதாவது பேட் வேணா ஆட் பண்ணி விடுங்க சார்.
Medicinal dishes have higher demands in terms of nutritional balance than the kind of food I normally cook. I don't usually focus on medicinal properties, but since this is for a competition, maybe I can score more points by taking both flavor and function into account. Food with substance, always better. Everyone will like it. It's a great suggestion. Thanks, everyone. You're welcome. As long as we could help. It's great to have a doctor's unique perspective.
Welcome banner create
I'm
பண்ணனும்.
feeling inspired.
என்னடா கோபா அங்கேயும் ஓடிட்டு இருக்கு.
How you flatter me.
Receptivity to
அப்பப்ப
sensible
காட்டுறாங்கடா.
suggestions make for a savvy chef. Oh, she is. Creating new
இங்க
dishes
வரேன்.
is Xiangling's
Appointment
favorite
முன்னாடி.
thing to do.
என்ன
You
நடக்குதுங்க?
can be sure she'll put lots of care and attention into it. Everyone's got their hobbies.
இது என்ன
and
பெட்டா
mine
இல்ல
is
ஒரு
cooking.
டாலா?
Usually I just go with my own ideas, but having a whole new perspective this time is sure to make a big difference to the end result.
இங்க ஒருத்தன் நிக்கறான்ல
That
அவன் தான் ஒரு
makes this
டென்ட்ரோ
whole trip
கேரக்டர்.
worth it.
நேற்று கேம்ல
Time
விட்டா
to move
விடுவாங்க.
on to the next. So we've got an independent thinker's perspective
பாம்பு
and
வச்சிருக்கானே.
a health perspective.
ஒயிட் ஸ்னேக். அந்த பாம்பு கூட பேசும் தெரியுமா?
Paimon thinks we should probably talk to some picky eaters.
அந்த யாருக்கான ஆடினல்ல? லீவே இல்ல. முடிச்சியா? ஒருத்தருக்கு இனியும் போய் பேசணுமா? என்னடா ஏதோ கட்டிலாம் வச்சிருக்காங்க.
Body and...
Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon. And Xiangling.
வெயிடோ கச்சிங்க.
Greetings, friends. It's been a while.
Hey, what brings you here?
Has something
பேசாம
happened?
ஜாப்பனீஸ்லயே மாத்திட்டு ஸ்டோரி கொஸ்ட் ஆடுவா. நான் பேசுறதே கேக்குதா? இல்லையா ப்ரோ?
Long story. So, just to confirm, I will assume responsibility for handling this stone of unknown origin. Any objections?
None here. You know how to get things
கேவலமா
done,
இருக்குடா.
pitching.
ஐயோ.
As long as it's
செம்மையா
with you,
இருக்கும்.
I can rest easy
இது
knowing that it's in
language
safe
புரியணும்.
hands.
பார்த்தா அதுக்காக
Should I
language
take this
வச்சிருக்கேன்.
to mean that you doubt the relative safety of leaving this in the hands of the Tianquan?
Huh? Well, for starters, catching is the
நீ
one who's
anime
always out
பார்த்தா உனக்கு
running
புரிய
errands,
போகுது.
rain or
நான்
shine.
animeயே பார்க்கல.
Besides, you don't seem to give a wooden more about this whole thing anyway, so what's it to
Subbola
you?
I was merely joking. You,
என்னடா
meanwhile,
நீ சரி
seem
big 3
only too
முடிச்சியா?
ready to pounce. By no means. You wish to know about the stone, I presume. Then let me invite the great seafarer Captain Beto to tell the story, if she would be so kind.
You... Fine.
எல்லாத்துலயும் ஒரு ஒரிஜினாலிட்டி
it's
இருக்கும்
a
ப்ரோ.
big
அந்த
one,
மாதிரி ஜாப்பனீஸ்ல
right?
ஒரு ஒரிஜினாலிட்டி
And such a smooth surface, too. Makes you think there's got to be a good chunk of jade in there.
It was found by a fishing crew,
யார்
not
இப்ப
far off the
போறேன்னா?
coast. It must have been underwater for years, so the erosion will be what's given it that smooth finish.
Finds like this cannot be kept as private property, and must be submitted to a holder of public office.
ஒன்னும் சொல்றதுக்கு இல்ல.
Placing it into our custody will also give them peace of mind.
So, what's inside it? Well, we've hit it with just about every weapon we could get our hands on and haven't managed to even... No weapon could smash it open. Wow. Paimon doesn't think we've ever encountered...
Kuching has taken an unusually keen interest in this giant stone, which is why we are leaving the matter in her capable hands.
Let's put that aside for a second. Traveler, what
இங்க
brings you
பாரு.
here?
இது
Were
இந்த
you
பொம்மை
looking for
இங்கேயும்
someone?
எங்கேயும் ஓடினே இருக்குடா.
Actually,
எங்க
we were
பார்த்தாலும்.
looking for all of you. We need all hands on deck here.
Oh? Hopefully not
இங்க
because
வர இங்க
there's
வந்து
been
ஓடி
some sort
வருது.
of cataclysmic
நீ
event.
முடிச்சிட்ட. நான் இப்பதான் ஆடுறேன் அந்த
No,
quest.
nothing like that. Paimon's just getting carried away. I just wanted to ask everyone about their food preferences. Food preferences? That's a little unexpected.
I have rather simple tastes. Precise, pure, smart, and sophisticated. That is all I require.
That's your idea of simple, huh?
I summed up my culinary requirements in 4 words. Is that insufficiently simple for you?
A few weeks out on the open ocean would fix your flawed definition of simplicity, let me tell you that.
What about you, Beto?
Me? If it's freshly cooked and piping hot, that floats my boat. If it's got a little chili pepper in there too, I'm one very happy captain.
Paimon thought you would have said bar food.
Oh, bar food works too.
As for me, it's got to be seafood.
Okay, got it. So, seafood, piping hot, and, simple but sophisticated. And that's where I would disagree. Traveler, surely you've heard of golden shrimp balls.
Oh my, they're my favorite.
You need to wash and devein the shrimp, wrap it in finely sliced potato strips, then deep fry it to perfection. There's no room for cutting corners. They're very precisely put together. They taste pure, the presentation is smart, and the skill needed to cook them is highly sophisticated. It fits Ningguang's forward summary to the letter. Huh. So what you're saying is, for all the frills and trills, good food is all the same at the core?
I heartily agree. Golden shrimp balls are a prime example. Their essence lies in combining art and nutrition in a single package. It is a dish of true value.
Okay, got it. So Kuching loves golden shrimp balls.
I didn't say that. Did I?
No, at least not outright.
Alrighty. Thanks for all your input. I'll be sure to take it all into
இப்போ
consideration.
கேக்குதா கேக்கலையா bro?
Traveler, Paimon, do you have anything planned after this? Good. I'd like you to help me investigate something.
இன்னும் கூபா
It's
ஓடி
about
வந்துருச்சு.
this stone.
You picked the
Hi,
right
lang
people for
kadudu.
the job. We investigate stuff all the time.
My thoughts exactly. The Chising has a public duty to deliver our
இந்த
final
பாய்வான்
verdict to
இந்த
the fishermen. But
MC
there are
லாம்
also some
கண்டுக்கவே
things
இல்லையா
I would like to
அந்த
investigate on a
சின்னது
personal level. I'm sure you've become acquainted with the general background of the Moon Chase Festival.
ஆஹா
However, I have
எப்பயாவது
my own understanding of this festival's roots. My grandfather was
ஒரே
a
ஒரு
researcher
வாட்டி
of
மட்டும்
Liyue's
பேசுவான்
traditions.
ஆமா
In his notes, he
பாட்டு
indicated that there
பாடுவான்
was a deity called the Stove God in ancient Liyue, which people paid tribute to at a certain
ஒரு
time
சில
of the
ரெண்டு மணி
year.
நேரத்துல பேசுவாங்க
Very few
அவ்வளவுதான்.
written records make mention of the Stove God, and those that do are
அதான்.
notoriously confusing.
Check
Some
if
scholars
I'm
believe that the Stove
Saran
God was
Saran
just
mute
another
plan la bro.
title held by the Lord of Geo, but others suggest that this was a different deity altogether. One
Saran mute
folktale
போட்டா
even
உங்களுக்கே
claims that the
காட்டுமே bro.
ancients found the Stove God's shrine, but there was no statue, only a huge, smooth slab of stone. Shortly after it was found, the stone was lost in transit, and it hasn't been seen since. This stone here has all the same features, so I suspect it could be the one that went missing all those years ago. After many years of researching ancient texts, my grandfather came to believe that the practice of paying seasonal tribute to the Stove God may be best described as a festival. He called it the Stove God Festival. That would make it the forerunner
Stove
to the
God-ஆ?
Moon Chase
அப்படின்னு ஒரு
Festival
god
we know
இருக்காங்களா?
today. But
ஏன்
this
bro
is all
இது?
just theory and conjecture. To
Story
prove any of
படிச்சியா
it,
இல்லையா
we'd
நீ?
need to start by identifying who the Stove God really was. Now that Rex Lapis has passed on,
கொஸ்ட் ஆடி
and
இருக்கேன்றியே
Liyue has
அப்ப அந்த
entered the
கொஸ்ட்
age
ஆடி
of
இருந்தா நான்
humankind,
பேசிட்டு தான் இருக்கேன்
his
கேக்கலையே bro.
successors should continue to respect
Stove
our
ஏதோ ஒரு
nation's
god
culture and
இருக்கான்டா.
traditions, just as he did. That's why I think the responsibility for this situation should fall to me. It's a chance to shed light on our history, revitalize an ancient tradition, and possibly prove my grandfather's
சொல்லவே
hypothesis
வேணாம் விடு,
along
நான்
the
கொஸ்ட்லயே
way.
பாத்துக்கிறேன்.
With any luck, we'll nail all
யோசிச்சுக்கினே
3 in one
இருக்கா.
fell swoop. It was just a couple of days ago that we received this stone. Right after we decided to use food as the central theme for this year's festival. It makes me wonder. Maybe a divine will is at work
Cloud
behind all of
தெரியுமா?
this.
3 birds with 1 stone, huh?
அது
That's pretty
அது
efficient.
அப்பியரன்ஸ். நான் சொல்றது வந்து அவங்க ஒரு டெப்டாய்.
Hey, don't worry about that. This sounds super important, so don't mind me. Besides, we're only... Wait a second. I got it!
What? Why are you shouting?
Kuching, can I tag along for your investigation?
But
Since it's all about the stove god, I might get to learn something useful about cooking along the way. It'll be
Kalai
great
bro, hi bro.
inspiration for me in the
Welcome to stream, bro.
competition. Please let me come along. I promise I'll help.
Light,
it
I
means
do not
that
have
much to
permission
you.
to talk in live.
Okay, I
அப்படிலாம்
suppose
இல்லையா
you can
bro?
come.
Really?
அப்ப இவெல்லாம் எப்படி பேசிட்டு
Yay!
இருக்கான்?
Thank you so much. You're the best.
Now
இல்ல
that
இல்ல
that's settled,
ச்ச,
time to
easy
get
லாக்ல
going.
இருக்கோம் யா.
Jinsa village is said to be home
பேசுறதெல்லாம்
to a
எப்படி
lot of
லாக்ல போட
historical
முடியும்?
texts, so I'd like to start by making some inquiries there.
ஐயோ யார்
Alright, then it's
தெளிவா
off to
சொல்றேன்.
Jinsa we go.
ப்ரோ உங்க மைக்கு கொஞ்சம் லோவா இருக்கு ப்ரோ. நான் சத்தமா பேசல ப்ரோ.
Time to act.
தெரியல ப்ரோ ஒரு தடவை டிஸ்கார்டை விட்டு வெளில போயிட்டு மறுபடியும் வாங்க. ஓ ஓகே ஓகே ப்ரோ. மேடம் பிங்கா இது யாரு அது? இந்த ராணி பேரே வாயில வரல.
Hi, Granny. We need your help with something. Are there any old books around Jinsa village? You know, from a
இந்த
really long
கூப்பா எங்க
time ago?
போனாலும் ஷாங்லிங் பின்னாடியே வந்துருமா?
Looking for ancient texts, are we? Let me think. There is an old warehouse over there, property of
அது
the
இது ஐடல்
Feyenoord
அனிமேஷன்
Commerce
யா.
Guild. Many books are stored inside. Those that they have no room for at
இல்ல இந்த
home.
கொஸ்ட் ஃபுல்லாவே இந்த
In
மாதிரி தான் அந்த
fact,
கூப்பா
their
சுத்தினே
youngest
இருக்கு.
comes over this way to read sometimes.
The Feyenoord Commerce Guild's youngest? You must be talking about Shinsho.
I didn't know they had a warehouse here. Let's go take a look.
காமர்ஸ் கில்டா.
Time to act.
Help! Ah,
Yeah,
I'm being
marketing.
robbed!
It came from that direction. Come on.
Illusion shattered!
The wrong test subject.
I've come here to clean the book warehouse plenty of times before, but this is the first time I've run into these crooks.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks to all of you. Hey, wait a minute. You're the traveler, aren't you? And you're with Lady Kuching. An honor. Truly an honor.
We'll try not to take up too much of your time. I understand
அதுதான் பிரச்சனையே.
that this book warehouse is the property of the Feyenoord Commerce Guild.
எல்லாம் அந்த
Could
சவுண்ட்
you
செப்பரேஷன்
advise
ரூம்
whether we
அந்த
might
இது
find any
எல்லாம்
texts
அந்த
relating to the
முட்டை
stove god in this
இது
collection?
The stove god?
இன்கரப்டா.
I heard that's the Lord of Geo, right?
Huh? Really?
Yeah. A friend of mine who conducts research mentioned it once before. We use stoves for cooking, and stoves are built from rock. Some people think that the stove is a gift from the Lord of Geo. And that's why they call him the stove god.
Seems logical enough. But do you have any books on the topic?
I'm sorry, I'd have to ask the young master about that.
Oh, any questions? Please, ask away.
Hey, it's Chungyun and
come to
Sincho.
talk out see.
Hello, one and all.
நீங்க பேசதான் ப்ரோ கேட்கல டிஸ்கார்ட் பார்க்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். சாங்கியோனா?
Hey guys, what are you doing here?
I was bored with nothing to do, and thought I'd come out this way for a bit of reading. And then I thought, why not bring Chungyun along too?
Yes. I'm just along for the ride, really.
I see the Yuheng Kuching is with you. Whatever brings you here must surely be a matter of grave importance.
Master Xingqiu, if I may be so bold, do you happen to know if there are any texts on the subject of the stove god among this collection?
Since I personally selected which volumes to store here, I do have some recollection of their contents. If my memory betrays me not, there is one volume among them called Demystifying the Legends of Liyue, which mentions the stove god.
Might I take a look? Certainly. If it pleases my lady, I shall lead the way. Sheng, I will take care of things here. You're free to go about your own business.
They're back! So did you find it?
Yes, Master Xingqiu has quite an exceptional memory. Demystifying the Legends of Liyue does indeed mention the stove god. However, it says the following. The body of the dragon wielded a tail that could eclipse the sun, and claws to command fire and teach the ways of wisdom. Receiving the gift bequeathed unto them, humankind cooked food with fire, and thus did they prosper.
The body of a dragon? The stories about Rex Lapis say the same thing.
That much is true. But this is the only passage in the whole book. If we want to find out more, we'll have to continue our investigation. There's nothing further to discover here. It seems we'll have to look at other options.
I come from a long lineage of exorcists, and our family too has amassed a number of ancient texts. Now that you mention the stove god, I seem to recall reading somewhere that this god once appeared at the Guili Assembly. Of course, I can't say if it's true or not.
Books are penned by people. All they can do is show what the author was thinking. Everyone's mind is different, so every book on a given topic will give a different account. I apologize that we could not help in a more substantial capacity.
Your help thus far is quite ample. Liyue is a vast and rich land. All things that existed here in the past have left their trace. So long as we do not abandon our search, it is sure to bear fruit eventually. Thank you all. We will continue our investigation elsewhere.
Oh, hold up. I had a question too. Xingqiu, Chongyun, could you tell me what kind of food you like?
Food? Oh no. You're not thinking of taking part in the masterful chefs, are you?
Yeah, I totally am.
What's wrong?
You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Shangling, this is a major event. I beg you.
Please
don't cook anything strange for this competition.
What do you mean strange?
Mushroom slime stew, to give one example.
Okay, fair enough. That dish isn't my most popular. But that's why I'm doing all this research, so I can create some really special dishes to win everyone over.
Well, in that case, I like cold food.
That's because you can't handle hot and spicy, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
My tastes are on the mild side.
ஏனா நீ அவனை
I
சப்ஸ்கிரைப்
prefer
பண்றீங்க
gentle
bro.
dishes with
வேற
minimal
ஏதாவது
seasoning. Soups
இன்கோ
and
மூட்ல போயிட்டு
stews,
இது பண்றா
vegetables and broth,
இன்கோ மூட் போறா
seafood or freshwater
அதுல
fish,
போயிட்டு இது பண்ணு.
either boiled or steamed. These kinds of dishes I am most partial to.
உடனே அவன் ஸ்டீம் தான் நிறைய
No
வருது
surprises from the Google
எத்தனை பேர்
Geek.
ஸ்டீம் போடுறாங்க
Okay, another mild child. Got it.
These are just personal preferences, and everyone's are quite different. Are you sure this eclectic mix of opinions will be of any use?
Of course.
No, come
You're
to
my
Dagon
customers,
seriously.
and putting a
Live
smile
learning,
on
bro.
customers'
Mr. Nara.
faces is my calling as a chef.
Though Xiangling's market research blade
Yara.
stabs often into the dark, her heart never strays from the noble path.
If anyone can win the hearts and minds with their cooking, it's gotta be someone like Xiangling. She's got pure intentions and really cares about the customers. No, where's all this praise coming from? Knock it off, guys. You're embarrassing me. Sorry for holding you all up. That's all I needed to know. Shall we carry on with the investigation now? Over to you, cooking.
உன்னையும் அவ்வளோ பெருசாலாம் போட சொன்னா ஜென்ஷன் இம்பாக்ட் லைவ்னு போடு இல்ல
So
ஜென்ஷன்
we've learned the
இம்பாக்ட்
stove god
Tamil
allegedly
போடு.
made an appearance at the Guili Assembly. But today that place is largely a wasteland with few traces of human activity. Wangshu Inn is close by, so let's stop off there on the way over and see what we can find out.
Forgive us, for this is where we must part ways. May your journey be a smooth one.
Yes, best of luck. If you run into any difficulties, come and find us. We'll be only too glad to help.
இப்போ கேக்குதா இப்போ நான் பேசுறது கேட்கும் பேசுதான் கேட்கல தாக்க வச்சு வந்தாலும் இப்போ நீங்கள் பேசுகிறது வந்து எனக்கு கேட்கல உங்கள் இது ஏதோ டிஸ்கார்டில் தான் பிரச்சனை என்னன்னு பாருங்கள் இப்போதான் ப்ரோ கேட்குது டிஸ்கார்ட் பக்கா இருக்கும் ப்ரோ
Let's go! Next stop, Wangshu Inn!
சின்ன சின்ன அனிமா பாருங்க
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Black Cloverலாம் பார்த்துட்டீங்களா லவ் அனிமே
Traveler, who are all these people?
Friends of ours! Allow Paimon to introduce Xiangling, Guoba, and Kuching!
விஜினா கொஞ்சம் ஸ்கிப் பண்ணி அப்படியே
The Chishing?
பார்க்குற மாதிரி
She's the
அப்புறம் எப்படி
Hi.
இப்போ ஒரு அனிமே பார்க்குறோம்னா அந்த அனிமே பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டு அடுத்த அனிமே பார்த்துட்டு மறுபடியும் இந்த அனிமே வர்ற மாதிரி
It's not that. I mean,
அந்த மீனிங்ல தான்
I'm
நான்
just your
ஸ்கிப்
typical
பண்ணேன்
commoner. I've never met someone as high up as the Yuhang before in my whole life.
Look at that strong body, those powerful hands, and honest eyes. This guy must be a really great chef.
So, is there something I can help you with? You've come a long way out to end up at Wangshu Inn.
Let me fill you in.
சீசன் 5 தான் அது எபிசோட் வந்திருக்கேன்
Oh, okay. I see.
Legends claim that the Stove God once appeared at the Guili Assembly. As Wangshu Inn is the oldest extant building in this area, any historical texts from around these parts are likely to have ended up here. Is there a room in this inn for storing books? And if there is, do any of them mention the Stove God?
Well, now that you mention it, we do have a fair few ancient texts here. I remember looking through an old recipe book once. I just need to remember where they're all stored. If you're happy to wait here for a few minutes, I'll go have a look right away. Oh, Traveler, there's something I need to discuss with you.
What is it? We need to pay up or something?
அனிமேஷன் வந்து ஒரு சில இடத்துல மட்டும் தான்
I wouldn't take your money.
அவங்க
We're all friends
அனிமேஷன்
here.
வந்து சரியா
I
பண்ணல
just wanted to ask if you had the time to make a satisfying salad for me.
மிச்சதெல்லாம் கரெக்டா
Salad?
அதுக்கு தான் நருட்டோ பாஸ் பண்ணி பார்க்க கூடாதுன்னு சும்மா சொல்லுவாங்க
Yeah, guy who hangs out on the roof terrace, you know? Good-looking fella, not too tall.
Don't you think he can hear you?
ஸ்டோன்
Oh,
மாதிரி
right.
இருக்கும்
Yeah, maybe.
மீட்ரைட்
Anyway, you know who I mean. The boss told me to take care of him, but this guy, let me tell you, he is one tough nut to crack. He usually turns his nose up at everything that isn't almond tofu. But the boss tells me you once made him a satisfying salad, and it all went down so well. So I was thinking, could you teach me how to make it too? That way, I'll have something else in my arsenal.
Oh, so this is for show! You guys really look after him, huh?
Well, that's life, right? You gotta look out for your own people.
ஷாவுக்கு அந்த டோஃபு ஃபுட் எல்லாம் பிடிக்கும்.
All right then. Wait right here. I'll be just 1 minute.
Clock is ticking. 59, 58.
Sorry for the trouble, traveler. Okay.
Here you are.
Thank you ever so much.
While Kuching's reading her book, let's make that satisfying salad. Xiangling, what are you gonna do?
I'd love to come watch too, but I don't want to get in the way, so I'll just stay here with Kuching.
Okay, shall we go then?
Go ahead and get started. I'll just watch from over here. I only need to watch you make it once to have it committed to memory.
That should do it.
All right, thanks for that. I think I've got it now.
You got all the steps down, right?
Of course. Don't forget I am
வீட்டில்
the
இப்போ
best
இன்னொரு
chef
ரவுண்ட்
around these
வந்திருக்காங்க.
parts.
Let's go see what Kuching and Xiangling are up to. Kuching, Xiangling, we're back!
You finished cooking? Good timing. We finished our reading too.
And? Useful? Or no?
Useful. There is a passage concerning the stove god, and it's not what we were expecting. I quote, 60 miles to the northwest is the Guili Assembly. Many were settled there, where they hunted in groups, farmed the land, and made their living from what the soil yielded. When the stove god descended, one god became many, all of which were the height of children. As does a star when it descends into the world, so the stove god went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. With fire, the people at last learned to make hot food, and they dined on rice congee and cooked meat thereafter. This is a radically different account from the one given in demystifying the legends of Liyue, and also a conflicting one.
One god became many? Does that mean there was more than one stove god?
Taking the text at face value, that is what it says.
Went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. So did the stove god really go and teach people how to cook firsthand?
Now that's a god who truly cared for their people.
So, we've got two leads, but they contradict each other. How do we know which one to believe?
By continuing our investigation and reserving judgment for now. Thank you for this text, Yanxiao.
It's my pleasure, really. Think nothing of it. If anything, I should be thanking the traveler. Listen, you've helped me an awful lot. Not just today, but in the past, too. I want to make it up to you properly, and as it happens, things are pretty quiet here today. So, I'd like to take the chance to treat you all. What do you say? Will you stay for a meal?
Wow, he sure sounds confident in his cooking. I like that. Confidence is one of the best ingredients a chef can have. I really want to try his cooking. I say we take him up on his offer.
பணம் இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் பிரச்சனை இருக்காது bro.
It's hard to refuse a generous offer like that. Yes, I think we can fit this in. Yanxiao, we await your culinary creations with great anticipation.
I won't disappoint.
Go to see downstairs. எந்த இது
Longer he'll go on for.
Everybody, please be seated!
You own the place.
I'll sit here with Guoba.
Here we are. That's everything you ordered.
It all smells amazing. I think I've met my fellow finalist. It smells beautiful.
Strange. I never would have guessed that such a gifted chef worked here. This inn isn't particularly known for its food.
Everyone likes a good meal, whether they're staying the night or just stopping by for a bite. We call it an inn, but the fact is it's much more than that. We have to cater to all aspects of daily life to make this a true home away from home. Please enjoy your meal at your leisure. I should get back to work now.
Yanxiao, are you taking part in this year's Masterful Chefs?
Huh? You too?
Yup, I've signed up already, and I've got my eyes on the prize. Your cooking's delicious, Yanxiao. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the final.
Huh. Interesting. All right. I'll see you there.
What was that? Some kind of power move?
No, it sounded more sportsmanlike than that.
Yup, he's a really talented chef. His food was excellent, and it showed he has a level-headed personality. That's the kind of chef that could be a match for me. I haven't had any competitive cooking experience since my cook-off with Brooke in Springvale. You're too kind. Guoba, what are you doing?
Hey, Guoba,
Guoba's eating the...
Those were Kuching's! How could you steal them while she wasn't looking?
Oh, my golden shrimp balls.
ஃபன்னா இருக்கிற மாதிரி ஐடியா இல்ல bro. என்ன இந்த சாட்டர்டே?
You ate every last one? Oh, Guoba, we've been through this. When we're with friends, you gotta be on your best behavior, okay? I'm so sorry, Kuching. I promise I'll make it up to you. What's the big deal? We can just get another plate. After all, it's Yanxiao's treat today. It's not the same, though. The moment's gone. Sure, you can eat something else, but you can never go back and change the feeling of despair as your food is snatched away from right under your nose. The dining experience is a trinity of emotion, food, and atmosphere, and you've got to have all three to make it work.
I have to say, now that you mention it, that is a very accurate appraisal of the situation.
I'm gonna make it up to you, Kuching. Is there anything you want to eat? Anything at all. Whatever it is, I'll make it for you.
I don't have high hopes for this. But equally, I don't want her feeling guilty.
Okay.
I'll let her do this for me. If you insist, there is one dish that perhaps you could try making for me. It's an old recipe from my grandfather's notes.
No problem. May I see it?
I'll get it to you when we're back in Liyue Harbor. Traveler, have you finished eating? Before we do anything else, let's head back to Liyue Harbor. I need to fetch something.
ஃபன்னா தானே பார்க்கணும். லோரியாவின் வீரை பாருங்க.
I need to go home to fetch my grandfather's notes. Let's meet at Wanman Restaurant later.
Great! I'll go get everything ready. Traveler, what about you? Are you gonna do your own thing for a while, or do you want to come in and have a seat?
I actually have something to discuss with him. You go ahead. We'll join you later.
Okay, gotcha.
Traveler, come here for a moment. I need your advice on something. What do I need to do to get along with Xiangling?
Seriously? That's what's stressing you out?
What's so strange about it? Why are you looking at me like that?
You're super smart, and you're always so sure of yourself. Paimon thought you'd never need advice from anyone about anything.
Well, that's just ridiculous. Xiangling's always so warm and friendly with me. And this time especially. And now she's desperate to do me a favor. So, is that supposed to mean... we're friends already? I'm just not used to dealing with people who are so warm right from the get-go. Okay. Noted. Thank you, Traveler. I'll see you again shortly.
What's making Kuching so self-conscious? Paimon thought... Hey, we're here! Hey, grab a seat. I'm just running through my ingredients to see what I'm missing. Oh, we're gonna do this now? What is it? This is your idea! Why you gotta dump it on Paimon? Ugh. Okay, so back at Longshu Inn, we noticed you and Kuching were getting along pretty well. So you really like hanging out with her, huh? Yup. Kuching's good-natured and easy to be around. The kind of person everyone wants to know, right? You're a braver person than Paimon. The first time we met Kuching, Paimon found her pretty intimidating. You think so? I remember thinking straight away that she was really easy to get along with. Didn't you see her sneaking treats to Goba back at Longshu Inn? Yeah, she's great. We know that now. We're just talking about first impressions. First impressions? Oh, okay. Hey, have you guys eaten grilled shellfish before? They can be hard to crack at first, but they taste amazing that way. We've eaten shellfish before, but I don't think we've ever tried eating them grilled. Oh, you're missing out. I'll grill some for you another time. But anyway, Kuching's like a shellfish. Maybe a little closed off at first, but once you get to know her, she's got a soft and squishy side too. Not to mention that even after her favorite food was stolen away, she was still happy looking after Guoba. I'm really grateful for that. You make a good point. You know, Xiangling's intuition for people seems really spot on. Is that why she took a liking to Kuching so quickly? Alright, let's see. We're okay for carrots and crab, and we still got some ham and mushrooms. I wonder what Kuching's recipe is gonna be. Huh? What was that noise?
Competition.
What's going on?
Xiangling, Kuching.
What the?
Cooking
That
competition.
bird is huge! Ah, it's the ladybird!
Excuse me. One shall not be addressed in such a manner. One shall be known
Cloud
as
Retainer about the
Adeptus,
ladybird.
whose name, should you care to mention it, is Cloud Retainer.
Cloud Retainer. That does sound like an Adeptus name.
Well spoken. One shall let this young lady's enlightened words atone for the ignorant one. A while it has indeed been, traveler. Does one surmise correctly that you hasten hither to partake in the moon? Ah. So even the illustrious traveler has been summoned to attend the Moon Chase Festival. As expected, this year's theme stands proud against the test of public scrutiny.
The theme? You mean Feast of the Bounteous Land?
The very same. Moon Chase Festival falls during the season when many cooking ingredients are ripe. Hence, it is a fitting time to enjoy the finest of foods. One noticed the relative pomp and ceremony with which this year's affairs are being conducted, and could not abide to stand idly by. Let it be known that one's culinary proficiency and ingenuity is uncontested in all the world. Thus does one now appear in this realm, that those who inhabit it might witness one's latest creation, a supreme cuisine machine.
A supreme cuisine what? What's a supreme cuisine machine.
Patience. One's purpose here today is to meet and to greet. Nothing further. All shall be revealed before your very eyes when the time arrives. Traveler, you are one who has witnessed much of the culinary world. When the day comes, one would be most pleased to see you in attendance, offering your most vociferous ovations.
Oh, so we're officially invited?
That which is implicitly understood needs not be made explicit, let alone official. I shall say no more and dwell here no longer. Await my word. Be there or beware.
This bird always disappears just as quickly as she shows up. Oh, wait, not bird, Adeptus. Hey, wait! Isn't she technically an illuminated bird, though?
She seemed like someone very prestigious and very talented at cooking.
She definitely loves her food.
What are you all huddled together over here for? The Adeptus left already.
Yay! Kaching's back!
Sorry I kept you waiting, Xiangling. This is the recipe from my grandfather's notes. They're not in the best condition, so rather than bring them out of the house, I just transcribed the recipe. Unfortunately, the texts my grandfather worked with were very old. Usually faded, damaged, or both. Some parts are missing from this recipe, too. Do you think you'll still be able to work with it?
Oh, okay. Let me take a look.
Give me some time. I need to look into it. Sorry for the
இந்த மாதிரி
trouble.
ஏதாவது கிராஃபிக்ஸோட 180p தானே ஸ்ட்ரீம் பார்த்தேன் ஆனா நல்லா இருக்குடா.
You're all here?
That voice sounds familiar.
Ganyu.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation. I was in the area buying a few things, and I heard the disturbance, so I felt compelled to come take a look.
You mean Cloud Retainer? I saw her too. She just suddenly showed up right in the middle of the street. Whatever adeptal power that was, she certainly knows how to make an entrance.
Lady Kaching, you saw her too? Do you, have a moment? I need to discuss something with you.
What is it, Ganyu? Has something urgent come up while I've been out?
No, it's nothing work-related. I wanted to ask about, something personal. Is that okay?
A personal matter? Involving me? Surely I haven't done anything improper recently, have I?
Please, Lady Kaching. This is really important to me.
Oh, okay.
I noticed Cloud Retainer was here for quite a while. Did she say anything about... me? When I was young?
About your childhood? No, nothing at all.
What? Really? Thank goodness. I was getting really worried. Once she gets talking to people, she tends to go off on all sorts of tangents. So I was worried she might have bored you with some stories about me.
Your name didn't even come up, so you've nothing to worry about.
Kaching, how are you not asking a bunch of questions right now? There's obviously some juicy gossip here. Aren't you curious to find out what it is?
Please, no, don't do that to me.
Of course not. Whatever it is, I'm not curious and I'm not going to ask. If Ganyu has a secret and she wishes to keep it that way, nobody should make it their business to try and get it out of her. That's just basic decency, is it not?
Yes, ma'am. Paimon will never bring it up again.
Kaching, thank you. You're so kind and considerate. I've always seen that in you.
What's that got to do with... Honestly... Go on, you should be getting back now.
Oh my, you're right, I should. Okay, everyone, please excuse me. I should get back to work now. Take good care of Kaching for me.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Don't worry, Ganyu, we will.
Thanks. Hope to see you again soon.
Just ignore her.
Hey everyone! just had an idea. It only occurred to me when that Adeptus showed up. Do you think the Stove God could be an Adeptus too? Ooh, could be!
I don't want to assert either way, but it seems highly likely.
In that case, we should go ask the Adepti about it. I think my master might be able to help.
Master? You mean your teacher is an Adeptus?
Uh-huh. She's over at Eugene Terrace. Come on, I'll introduce you.
As expected of my daughter, your culinary skills are getting better and better.
Go to milk.
We have to try the winning dish.
Under
A toast to our success. What should I try this time? What should I try this time? Today, we delve deeper into the moon chase. Grilled tiger fish. Get it while it's hot. To our success. What should I try this time? The nightlife here is
I still have a lot to do with the...
There is no escape!
Think you can get away? Let's play!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Now you shall perish!
There can be no excuse or defeat.
Brace yourselves. Time for takeoff. Here we go. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
sword! Inazuma shines eternal!
Hello, Xiangling.
Madam Ping is Xiangling's master?
I did not expect that.
Master, how are you keeping these days? Are you well?
Oh, very well, thank you. What a surprise it is that you all had the time to come and visit me today.
Master, we came here because we have a question for you. Do you know about the stove god?
Of course I know the stove god.
Does this mean you know them personally?
Ah, I see. It's the Moon Chase Festival, isn't it? How interesting.
மறுபடியும் ஆன் பண்ணிட்டேன். என்ன ஏதோ சத்தம் வருது. என்னடா இது?
That's right. We're investigating something that happened recently.
I see.
Okay,
The great stone surfaces. And so you open an investigation. I must commend your guesswork this far. I did indeed know the stove god of whom you speak, but it was a great many years ago. Moon Chase was originally a rite observed by the Adepti, not something in which the ordinary people of Liyue would ever partake. But over the years, they have sought to emulate it for themselves many times, giving rise to various festivals bearing the Moon Chase name. On nights when the moon shone bright, everybody would get together for joyful reunions. There would be fine food, fine wines, and choice teas. Later, Rex Lapis unified all of these various festivals under the Moon Chase name to honor an old friend of his. In short, the heavens were our witness as we vowed to the moon to come together in joyful solidarity, to remember the past and reflect upon the present. That is the meaning of the Moon Chase Festival.
Rex Lapis.
That friend made many contributions to Liyue, and Rex Lapis would not have them go unrecognized. Turning this season into a commemoration of his old friend was also a way to honor that friendship. I can only presume that the Stove God Festival was one of the many subsumed into the Moon Chase Festival.
In the hands of Rex Lapis, our nation's traditions were faithfully upheld. It is to their detriment that we must now be the ones to inherit this duty.
Ah, Kuching, I simply won't allow you to be so down on yourself. Nothing would delight Rex Lapis more than to know that those who follow in his footsteps continue to value these traditions and are working tirelessly to do them justice.
Thank you.
Lady Kuching. Lady Kuching. Lady Ningguang wishes to speak with you.
Ningguang's looking for me? Must be important. Please excuse me, everyone. If I'm not back soon, you'll find me at Ningguang's office.
There she goes. Kaching's a lot more serious when she's got her work face on.
Do you want to know who Rex Lapis's friend was?
Oh! Hi, my guys!
Stove God friend.
Yes, precisely. There are few genuine coincidences in the world. The story of the Lost Festival and the old friend are indeed one and the same. The Stove God was a good friend of mine, too. What a pity it is that the god is now gone both from the world and from people's memories.
How could that happen?
It is to everyone's regret that the Stove God passed. But gods cannot be fully destroyed, and we made a pact to wait until the land became fruitful once more. For perhaps the stove god would then return, albeit in a new form.
Really? Master, you must miss the stove god a lot, right? From the way you talk about it all, it sounds like you were the best of friends.
Yes. Thinking back on it all, there are many fond memories. I'm pleasantly surprised to find that Kuching is investigating this. She is a tenacious child, and anything she sets her mind to, she will diligently pursue. It warms my heart and makes me want to give her a helping hand. Unfortunately, however, I cannot simply give her the answer, for the process is of great importance to her. Kuching's grandfather once researched the stove god, and now she follows in his footsteps. Since Kuching has inherited this conundrum, so too she must inherit the journey to its resolution. Of course, I count all the people of Liyue among my good friends. I remember when he was the same age as Kuching is now.
Nitrogen.
Grandparent and grandchild are definitely made from the same mold. Both diligent enough to take on anything and bold enough to see it through to the end. I like to think of Liyue as my own little potted plant. I've watched it grow and blossom, and it grows more beautiful all the time. In the blink of an eye, the buds of yesterday are in full bloom today. It's wonderful to see. For new blossoms must bloom on the branches if the tree is to remain evergreen and ever young. My dears, you are absolutely right to focus your investigation on the stone. It is, as you suppose, the lost statue of the stove god, and within it lie all the answers that you seek. I should like to see the stone for myself if you would lead me to it. Perhaps the truth will emerge even as we watch on.
ஏதோ அலாதீன் அற்புத வளத்துக்கு ஏதோ கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. போய் ரெசின்ஸ் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணுறேன். என்ன தேவை? மோரா தேவை. மோரா இந்த கேரக்டர் தான் இது பண்ணோம். டெவலப் பண்ணுற மெட்டீரியலும் தேவை. கஷ்டம் போகிறான். முடிஞ்சா இது எவ்வளோ இருக்கு? ப்ராசஸ்
documents that need to be seen.
எங்கெல்லாம் டொனேட் பண்ணுறாங்க தன்னோட people.
Wish my sister could play hide and seek with me.
என்ன கிரண் வந்தான் போயிட்டான். இல்லையே இல்லை. சரி போய் பார்த்துக்கலாம்.
Shine down! Witness the power of Gugwa! Think you can get away? Yep! Now you shall perish! There is no escape! Ring cutter!
Time for retribution!
1 HP. Deal. Reputation level ஏறி இருக்குமா?
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
முடிஞ்சிச்சு. 6 போயிட்டானா? 5 போயிட்டானா? என்னது இது? ஸ்லைடிங் மூமெண்ட்டு கேஜெட்டா? என்ன பண்ணும் இது?
I'm sure the Kamisato clan will be fine.
உன் காசு மாதிரி இது வருது. அப்டேட்டில் இதை மாற்ற சொல்லுங்கய்யா. இந்த டிம்மஸு கிராஃப்ட் கொடுக்குற இடத்துல டிம்மஸ் நின்றுட்டுருக்கான். எங்கே இருக்கு?
To oblivion. Shine down.
No, my sword.
Verdict is
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இருக்கும் ஜாலியாக இருந்தது. கேம் தானே தெரியாமல் ஊரெல்லாம் சுற்றிட்டு இந்த கேமில். அப்புறம் டெய்லியும் கிரிண்டிங்லாம் பண்ணலாம்.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Here we go. Time for takeoff.
There is no escape.
Rain outlines your fate.
Let's play. How rude.
Inazuma shines eternal.
இப்போதான் நான் ஒன்று சொன்ன காடு இந்த கேமில்.
Illusion shattered.
Let me read you a verse.
Think you can get away? Brace yourself.
burn.
இங்கே வந்து ஷிங்ஷு வந்து டேலண்ட் லெவல் 9 போடணுன்னா எவ்வளோ கேட்குது தெரியுமா? 4,80,000 ரூபாய் கேட்குதுடா. அதுவே எனக்கு கான்சலேஷன் இருந்ததுன்னா கம்மியாக இருக்கும்டா. இப்போது நான் இதுக்கு நான் எவ்வளோ செலவு பண்ணேன்னா ஒரு 12 புக் ஆஃப் கோல்டு போடணும். அந்த அமோனியஸ் மாஸ்க்கு ஒரு 9, டைலிஸ் போரிஸ் ஒரு 2. ஆனால் இப்போது எனக்கு இப்போ லேட்டர் கேமில் வந்து கான்சலேஷன் கிடைக்குதுன்னு வையேன். இதுக்கப்புறம் வேறு எதாவது பேனரில் இந்த கேரக்டர் வந்து கான்சலேஷன் கிடைக்குதுன்னா அப்போது நான் போட்ட இது செலவு வேஸ்ட்டு தானே. புரியுதா? இப்போ வந்து எனக்கு 4,50,000 ரூபாய் இருக்குது. எனக்கு கான்சலேஷன் கிடச்சிட்டக்கப்புறம் என்னோட இது கம்மியாக தானே இருக்கும். மறுபடியும் அந்த கேரக்டர் எடுத்தா கான்ஸ்லேஷன் கிடச்சா கான்ஸ்லேஷன்லேருந்து எனக்கு டேலண்ட் வந்து அதுவே 4 இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணி தரும் தெரியும்ல. அது அப்படி அப்போ நான் இவ்வளோ செலவு பண்ணி போட்டது வேஸ்ட்டு தானே. கான்ஸ்லேஷன் கட்டும்போது மாறுது இல்லை. க்ரௌன்லாம் பண்ண அதிகமாக டேலண்டில் லைன் போட்டேன். சிங்ஷோ தான் கேலி பண்ணணும். என்னது 55 60 தான் மேக்ஸ். ஆமாம் அவ்வளோதானே. டிசைன்ஸ் எவ்வளோ இருக்குது? 25 இருக்குது. தூக்கி ஒரேடியாக ஆர்டிஃபேக்டில் போட்டு என்ன கிடைக்குதுன்னு பார்ப்போம்.
Next on the agenda.
One with nature.
யாருக்குமே டிபிஎஸ் இல்லையா? நான் நோட் எங்கடா 2 டெப்த் ஆர்ட் ஆஃப் டெத்து தானே பார்த்தேன்.
Time to act.
Fallen leaves. One with nature.
Time to act.
First reaction இருந்தா தான் பண்ணுவோம்.
The birds call.
Ring cutter.
We're way behind schedule.
Body and mind. Body and mind. Time to act.
Continue challenge. கண்டினியூ பண்ணுற மாதிரியே தெரில. நான் பேச லைவில் கேட்குதா? மைக் மியூட்டில் இருக்கா? கேட்குது கேட்குது கேட்குது. அந்த மனுஷனை ஆளே காணும். கேட்குது ப்ரோ. அதை வயசாக ஆன் பண்ணி விட்டு வேறு ஏதாவது வேலை பார்த்துட்ருப்பேன். இப்போ நான் லியோனா பில் பண்ணுமா அடுத்தது? லியோனா C1 இருக்கு, ஆர்டிஃபேக்ட் இருக்கு, அசன்ட்.
A cat size.
லெவலப்லாம் பண்ணணும். அடுத்தது லியோனா பில் பண்ணி அதை ஸ்பைரலுக்கு எடுத்துகிட்டு போயிட்டு இப்படியே 10,000 மேட்சஸ் ஆகுது. கரெக்டாக கடைசியாக பார்க்கும்போது 3,500 ஏதோ இருக்குது. சரியா
Where did I go wrong?
Let me sleep a while. சொல்கிறதுக்கு இல்லைனா வேறு இதா
தெரியாது. மறுபடியும் இங்கெல்லாம் ஃப்ளவரே கிடச்சிருச்சுடா. நாப்லெஸ்ல தாங்க. காப்பே போகணும். நான் போய் தனியாக அடிச்சே முடிச்சிடுவேன் இவங்க கூட அடிக்கிறதுக்கு. யார் சங்கிலிங்க எடுத்துட்டு போகலாமா?
I'll bring my seasonings.
What's happening?
Okay.
Go.
Nice and spicy.
Is that all you've got?
Rise.
Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate.
Boba, get them.
Yeah. Orders given. Orders received.